Hi friends, welcome and welcome back to Unwind Flow Yoga. I'm Amanda and I am here to bring you an extra special class today because we're going to be lying down the whole time. Yes, it's a lying down flow. So this class is perfect for the days that you're like, I really want to do yoga, but I also want to lay on the floor. So join me when you're ready and we'll see at the end. We'll see how it feels. Come to lie down on the back. You don't need any props for today's class as it's nice and short, but since we are lying down the whole time, if you want to cushion your mat a little bit more, feel free to do so. Starting in whatever lying down shape you'd like. Maybe that means Shavasana with the legs extended, or maybe that means knees bent. It really depends on your energy today and how you are feeling. Knowing that if the legs are extended, it's going to be a little bit more challenging because you have more space to move, knees bent, a little bit less space, so a little bit less effort required. Let's start here just by bringing the awareness to the breath. I really love breath awareness, supine or lying down, because we can feel the breath moving through the back body. So often we think about just this front body movement, the rib cage moving, or even the side ribs, but we can really feel where the back body is making contact with the mat. And then we'll start to bring some movement in, linking movement with the breath. On an inhale, I'll take the arms just loosely straight up towards the ceiling. And then on our inhale, we're going to widen the arms just as wide as you like. You can keep the arms straight or more of a cactus shape or anywhere in between. And then on an exhale, bring one elbow over the other to give yourself a little bit of a hug there. Inhale, open the arms back up. Exhale, switch sides, opposite arm on top. Moving here on your own breath, as slow or as quickly as you would like to move. If you're feeling it in your energy today, you can even pause for an extra breath with the arms draped across the body and hug. Or you can take your arms a little bit wider as you open up. So further down towards the floor, more movement takes more effort. Let's take one more each side. Finishing off your last round here. And then release the arms back down by the sides. Pause there. Allow the movement to settle. And then we'll do something a little bit similar, but with our legs. So we're gonna bring one knee into the chest and then the other. This is where having knees on the floor, less effort, legs all the way extended, more effort. When you're ready, take your right knee in towards the chest, interlace the fingers along the front of the shin, and then exhale, switching sides. Right foot to floor, left knee in. I like to take this one side, full cycle of breath. So inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, stay. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, stay. Knowing that you can always change up your movement too. So if you started with bent knees and you realize you'd like a little bit more, you can always straighten the legs. Or if you went straight legs and you're like, this feels like a lot right now, go with those bent knees. Extra challenge even more is any kind of switching in the air. And you can continue moving here, knee to chest, or we will add in a little bit of gentle core work. So choice is yours. Finishing off that last side or two, and then joining us in tabletop legs. So knees are over the hips. Upper body is soft and on the floor, but feeling the core awareness here. So you're really setting that strong foundation. We're just gonna do some toe taps here. So take a breath in Exhale, right toes will tap the floor. Inhale, draws the leg back up through center. Exhale, left. Continuing to move here on your breath, your own time. No rush to get there. And with the core work like this, slower is better. Slower takes more control. And then if you've done a few rounds of these and you're like, this seems like too much work, return to those little knee to chest movements. Just getting some movement in the legs, some circulation, gentle compression on the thigh, on the belly. Wherever you are, let's take one more each side. And then when you're ready, hug the knees in towards the chest. Take a soft little sway side to side or front to back. Let it feel like a massage on the back body where you're releasing any tension that you're holding in. Let it be soothing. And then from here, plant the feet on the floor. We're going to come into a nice, soft moving bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So feet are on the floor, close into the sitting bones, but don't have to be all the way in. Can be just a gentle distance here. When you're ready, use an inhale breath to lift the hips off the floor, hips press up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hips tap down. Continuing here, inhale, hips lift. Exhale, hips tap. And allowing this to be your range of motion. So maybe you don't want to go all the way to the top range. Maybe you're only about 50, 60, 70% of the way there. Make this yours, but keep it moving with your breath. Even if you pause on one side or the other for a full cycle, let your movement be linked to your breath. And if you want a little bit more still, we can add in the arms. So on an inhale, we're going to lift the hips and the arms. Exhale, everything lowers back down on the ground. Adding the arms here might seem like more work, but it's a great way to really slow down your breath because the arms have a way to go, and you really want your inhale to last the full time it takes to have the arms lift up and back, and the full time it takes to have the arms tap back down to the floor. Wherever you are, let's take 2 more rounds. Once you finish that last round, pause, hips are on the floor, arms on the floor. You can stay here in stillness or hug the knees in once again. Give yourself a little bit of a rock side to side. And then plant the feet back down on the ground. Arms can be in a T or a cactus or any kind of loose shape, as long as they're softly rested on the floor. And then we'll start some windshield wipers with the legs. So drop the knees over to the right and then back to the left, allowing this to be as big or as small as you like, knowing that the bigger you make it, the further you go to the side, the more work it takes to bring yourself back through center. Next time you're over to the right, we're going to hold in a supine twist. So allow both knees to be heavy, and then optionally keep the legs staggered as they are, or for a little bit more comfort, you can bring the knees closer together. Whatever makes sense for you today. Allow this pose to feel rejuvenating, restful. Can you transition from that movement towards stillness? Take that next breath in, slowly wake up the body and start that windshield wipering once again. Starting it small maybe, and then making it a little bit larger. knowing that eventually we'll land on the left, but not yet. And then when you feel ready for that left side twist, drop both knees over to your left. Allowing the legs to be heavy, but notice if staggered legs feels like too much on the lower spine. Bring the knees closer together. Creating a shape that feels restful for you on this side. Knowing that it's okay to make adjustments. Thinking back to the beginning of class where we were moving the arms, creating some space in the chest. Can you use that space here in your twist? Allowing the breath to flow through the body in and out. Even with this soft twisting across the abdomen. Take another breath in. Exhale, let it go. And then inhale, come back through center. Plant both feet down. Once again, those windshield wipers, make them small this time. And I'll challenge you to work them smaller and smaller. So you're just rotating either side of the sacrum, that triangular bone at the base of the spine. If you take your knees a couple inches over to one side, you feel yourself rocking off of it. And then on the other side, you transition over it and then off to the other side. See if you can make your windshield wiper smaller and smaller until you're just massaging either side of the sacrum. This might be so small you might not be able to even see much of my movement on the camera. That's how small it might be for you as well. Feeling that gentle massage. And then coming to rest here, we'll take constructive rest. So keep the feet approximately where they are. Allow the inner knees to knock in towards each other. Noticing yourself balanced on the sacrum now. Coming into our Shavasana for this class. Taking a few moments of stillness and quiet. Maybe closing down the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Noticing yourself supported by the floor beneath you. Noticing yourself supported by the bones of your body. Muscles, tendons, ligaments that wrap around the bones. Fascia encasing the body. Fascia just underneath the skin, softening. And that skin layer as well. Notice if you can feel any unnecessary wrinkles in the skin. Maybe at the toes or the fingertips. Maybe across the forehead. Noticing all these layers of physical support. See if you can connect that to your internal support in the mind and the spirit. Noticing your sense of resilience. Your ability to be brave and courageous, conquering any challenge that's presented to you. Knowing that part of the reason that you're able to do that is because you take this important time for rest. Staying here as long as you like. Remembering to close out your practice by extending gratitude to yourself, as I extend gratitude to you for joining me today. Until next time, namaste.